update? Okay, yeah, it might.
No, I think it pulls
it
up
just
a
opened
new.
a new tab. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
So I figured.
Okay, great. Hold on. Where are the watch? Pull this up again. Um, um, they even have a Derby on. Okay, they even have a Derby on.
going on? What's up, Zishan? Now I'm actually gonna do a little afternoon stream here. Gonna kind of recap this past week. Kind of see the craziness that went on. Gonna stick around for a little bit. Might have a little surprise. Is this a new thing now, bringing back the Friday night live stream? Nah, this might be a one-off. We'll see. I'm supposed to possibly be getting a raid from over at Stonks onto their website to possibly announce some of the winners. I'm not exactly sure how or when that might happen. Just finished my last minute cruise shopping and wow, Target was packed. Back to school line was crazy. Yeah, there's all the school stuff starts next week. I think the all the teachers actually went back today, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least in my area, all the teachers went back today. See that big monster day out of JD today. Yeah, that engulfing candle. Pretty crazy. Crazy looking back on Bitcoin. Like not even that long ago, less than a year ago. I mean, we were all the way down under 20,000. Pretty crazy. Yeah, it's starting, Bitcoin itself is starting to open up to the downside. What's up, Chandler? Hey man, you still good with Apex and no problems? Also, what's your sizing like since they're so strict about it? I rotate between 8 to 10 contracts. Will I be good? 8 to 10 mini contracts? What, are you on a 50K account? Yeah, no, I mean, I've had no issues with Apex. I just haven't been using them because their sale, they haven't had the 90% off sale again just yet. Teacher went back, kids start Monday? Oh wow. And my kids don't start next Monday, they start the following Monday. Yeah, Apex and my fund of futures are my two mains, although Apex, I don't know, I'm starting to think Bulenox, I might start using Bulenox a little bit more just because of the lax on rules a bit. Bitcoin will go up after the election. Yeah, we'll see. I don't see, I mean, when we were down here on the SPY, the overall market, there's no way in hell you could have told me we'd be 75% of the way back up at this point. 2 weeks ago, or when was this? August. That was Monday, August 5th. When we were down here, there's no way you could have told me that in 2 weeks we would be 75% of the way back up to the highs. I would have thought for sure that we would have been still moving down. I mean, a bounce wasn't like a bounce is obviously always in play, but for it to bounce and then never attempt to come back down. I mean, I guess it tried on this one day, was this Wednesday, the 7th. But then after that, it's just been straight up ever since. Pretty crazy. Micros, yeah, I've been using micros as well. Would you wait till you're bigger, or would you ever do a meet and greet? I try to meet and greet with everybody. I try to meet if you're close by, or if I'm going somewhere, I always let everyone know where I'm headed, and I tend to do that. So we'll see what that entails. It's going to be interesting seeing how this all works out. He did say that we're going to announce the winners of their Bitcoin prediction, but I'm not exactly sure what he's as far as where I'm going to see this. Yeah, Bitcoin, it does appear to be opening up a little bit to the downside. That'll be interesting. Well, it's not that I'm going to be the winner. I'm announcing the winners. So if you head over to stonks.com, that's where it'll be hosting. So we'll see what happens there. So where do I think Bitcoin's going? I don't know. It looks like we're kind of chopping inside this zone, but we do definitely have a couple trend lines formed there. So we'll see how that plays out. But as far as the overall market, like I said before, so that looks good. So right now we're hovering around that 59,000 mark. Would be interesting. Can you hear the music in the background? What's the biggest draw with My Fund of Futures? Just the upfront cost. The upfront cost should be about it. That's the difference between the props is some of them have the bigger upfront cost, and then some of them have the cheaper upfront cost with the higher back end cost. That's the biggest difference between the prop firms. Let's see. Do we think this goes back up to the highs by the end of the year, or do we think it's going there after elections? That's the key. We'll have to see. I think they're attempting to transfer everybody over now. We'll see if they think it might break. We'll see. Oh, looks like somebody's in here. It says raid. We'll see. We'll see if they break it or not. I still hear them talking on the main page, so I don't think it let me hit refresh on the main page. We'll see. Nah, yeah, they're still on the main page. It's kind of funny. They're gonna break it. They're gonna break it. Hit the nuke button. You break, you buy. That's funny. You break it, you buy it. You break it, you buy it. I like it. That's funny. Oh, there it goes. I think it finally clicked over. Oh, there went my sound too. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. They were having a little bit of fun there trying to get that to work. So I now have to figure out where, because I thought the winners were going to pop up on the main page, but now I have to find where they're at. Oh, wait. Now when I hit refresh again, they're still the ones on the main page. Okay, so they're ending that. Sorry. Oh, they got it. They got the raid to work. That's cool. Hopefully that's a feature we have in the future as the content creators, because Stock Jock, like he was talking about earlier, that's one of my good friends. I actually mod on his channel. I've been around with him for close to 2 years now, so pretty cool to see him here as well. Okay, so the winners are going to be selected. Okay, I see it now. It popped up 6 minutes. I'll show you guys. 6 minutes and 20 seconds is when we'll announce the winners. So that'll be on hand and we'll be waiting for that. I was kind of looking at the overall price movement of Bitcoin. I was actually scrolling out quite a bit here. And I was just saying to some of the other people that were already in here that it's pretty crazy where we were not even a little over a year ago. I mean, we were down under 20,000 and now it's kind of weird when we get under 50,000. Everyone starts to kind of panic, but this is definitely one of those volatile things that we're pretty crazy about over here. But I personally, I'm more of a technical analysis kind of guy. So if you hang around, that's kind of what you'll see me look at. I drew a few lines. I don't really typically look at Bitcoin. I'm more into futures and options. But as far as crypto goes, I still consider it a little bit of the wild, wild west. Anything that can fluctuate this much in 1 year is just a bit crazy to me. But yeah, I will pull up the winners page. I see you guys asking for it. We still got about 5 minutes until the winners are selected. So I don't know. Everyone's prices are locked. So I guess you know what your prices are. You're going to be looking for around that 5 minute mark now for the price of Bitcoin to get there. So you got about 5 minutes in order for Bitcoin to go a little bit crazy. I personally I've entered in a couple of these. You can see my balance. I think I won $1 and like 13 cents and then $1 and like 14 cents or something like that. I've come pretty close a couple times, but nothing super close. But another thing I was mentioning is that, they actually mentioned this as well. Every time we kind of get up to the 70K area, There's definitely some sellers that step in, and especially when you start to look into the volume on those areas, it definitely looks like the volume ramps up a bit as you get up there. So the selling starts to increase, and that ends up causing these lower highs that we're making each time. And every time we've actually made a lower high, this one may be about even, but we've also come down and made lower lows. So it's interesting that it does look like we're starting to open up. The volatility is starting to get higher. I mean, if you can imagine, if we actually kept these trend lines in play and started making these swings, I mean, you're talking possibly 45,000 all the way back up to 67,000. That's just insane to me. To look over at the SPY real quick while we wait these last 3 minutes and 50 seconds. This is typically what I look at on a more normal basis. We had a really nice trend line going up these last couple months. And when we broke through it, we came up, retested it almost perfectly. And again, just technical analysis doing its thing. Bounced off of it, came all the way down, made that new low. This is kind of when everyone was freaking out. This is like when the Trump assassination stuff started happening, or well, happened. And I will tell you, when we got this big down move, the last thing that I would have believed is that 2 weeks later, like 10 trading days later, we would have been 75% of the way back up towards the all-time highs. Just an absolutely insane move. Every time you get a big move down or up, you expect a bounce in the other direction. And when you get that bounce in the other direction, typically you will, it's more of a relief bounce. Like it's kind of like taking a breath of fresh air if you're swimming, like you're underwater swimming, you come up, take a breath of air and then go back down. That's kind of what I look for in these types of moves, or I call it the bouncy ball effect. You start at the top, you drop a bouncy ball on the floor, bounces, goes lower, bounces, makes a lower high, goes lower, bounces. You get that trickle effect. But that's not what happened here. We bounced. We tried to pull back down on this day, which was that Wednesday, the 7th, and then it's just been straight up since. Absolutely nutty move back up towards the highs there. But I know we're all here for Bitcoin, so we'll keep this up. We'll keep an eye on the price here. We're currently sitting at 59,389, and we got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left until we reveal the winners. So good luck to all of you. Appreciate you following. If you do want to hit the follow button, I am going to be live. I've been live every morning. Like I said, I trade futures. I mainly trade the NQ. I've been trading the MNQ lately. I tend to, my main strategy is I'll look to find, here, I could just actually show you real quick a couple of my trades from today while we wait these last couple seconds. So I typically draw pretty key areas and I'll look for the big move through those areas, and then I'll look for the retest of those areas. So kind of that bounce that we were talking about. So if you get a big flush, I'm looking to go long, and if I have to scale into the position, I will, and then I look for the retest to get out, and that's exactly what I did. I only played this one. I actually played this on the retest. It retested and started to come back up, so I took a long here looking for the bigger move. Felt like I wasn't going to get it, so I took it off, but it did eventually get it. Same thing to the upside. I'm not really long or short biased. I do think shorts work a little bit better, but as you can see, we moved through this key area here. I got short, it kept going, so I scaled in some more, and then we finally got that pullback. I scaled out on the way back down, looking for the retest of that key area. So that's my strategy in a nutshell. If you come to watch me on just normal hours, Monday through Friday in the morning, I'm usually live around like 9:20, 9:25, and I'm here till lunchtime most of the day. I know Stock Jock stays live all day. I don't know how he does that. He's a beast. Can we kidnap Devi Dev? Yeah, they started talking about watches and stuff like that, and I was like, I would like to have some watches, but yeah, I have the standard the smartwatch. It's more so I'm a family guy. I got the 2 kids, 8 and 6, and I mainly focus on them. So I really only have a watch just in case my wife like messages me and I need to see it. I literally don't use it for anything else. I do count my steps every day. I try to aim for that 8 to 10,000 steps. All right, 21 seconds. I know that's what you guys are really here for. We're going to go ahead and let this count down. I don't exactly know how it's going to happen. I don't know if it's just going to pop up. I don't know if I have to click something. I haven't done this before. So you guys are along for the ride with me here. Good luck to everybody that's entered. Here we go. 2, 1. I don't know what happens. I see we had a total of 1,934 click play. Let's see. Click play. Oh, okay, here we go. So we got Market Boss 76 with the close. Oh no, this is the old one. This isn't the new one. Take that back. I take it back. This was the one from yesterday. This is the AMAT earnings call. So it's not updated just yet. Let me try again. Predict. Let me click on this one. No, still the same one. Oh, it says calculating winners. All right, you guys can't see that. Let me scroll this up so you. Oh, yep, that'll work. There we go. So it's calculating the winners. The anticipation rises. The anticipation. So we might have to hit refresh here. We'll see. I personally predicted, I predicted pretty early on. So I was expecting a big move to the downside today. I'm not going to lie. If we scroll back over here, like I said, I was expecting us to maybe come back down towards the bottom here, towards this line. I put my prediction in, you guys will laugh a little bit. It was $55,555.55. And that was my prediction. So I don't think I'm going to be in the running for any of this money, but you know, we'll see how it plays out. I'm sure a lot of people that were bidding towards the end were a lot closer to the current price. It might be the play. It might be the play to wait till the end. All right, here we go. Looks like it's loading. Oh, all right. It says see winners. I'm going to click it in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Ahmed 12. Oh, nope. That's 451st. All right. Is it scrolling down? Oh, hold on. This is only 450th. All right. Are we calculating from the bottom up? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Wait, no. Yeah, look at all the people in the 59. So the ones that are winning, they're in the 59,000s. Okay, so there it is. 580 places got paid. Dollar. The last person to get paid was UK Pbor 007 with $59,052 was the guess. Now let's see if we can scroll up from here. I'm going to click out and I'm going to hit see winners again and see what happens. Nothing yet. Oh, there it is. Snap trade together strong with the bid of $59,440 with a delta of $2.80 coming in with the $125.51 winner. Congrats to Snap Trade. And then we got Moitix 8 coming in second, $63.01 with the prediction, we'll just go off the deltas of $3.05. Very close. Pretty nice little difference there. I like it. Third place, rounding out the podium positions with a delta of 469 is All Willie 33. I like the name. That's a clever name. Congrats to everybody here. Faithy, actually, look at this. Putting in both their bids and coming out with a 4th and 5th place win using the same number for both bids with a delta of 776. That's good for a 4th and a 5th place. Very confident in that guess there, which ended up paying off. Good stuff there. GWall 777 coming in at 1551 with the amount won there, delta 820. And then we'll round out the top 10 here. Trust Fund Baby coming in 7th with the delta 868. Wegner Todd coming in with a delta of 980 in 8th place. Zafka with a delta of 1080. And Market Boss 76. Wasn't Market Boss the one that won the previous drawing? Am I mistaken? I feel like wasn't that the one that I almost read off as a mistake? How funny would that be? Coming in 10th place, Market Boss 76. Let me see if I can hit the back button here. No, it's not going to play that way, is it? It's just going to show us the new ones. Well, congrats to everybody. Confetti raining down on everyone. Appreciate everybody stopping in. I'm going to stick around here. I'll go for a little bit longer. If you guys want to ask some questions or talk about Bitcoin in general or anything in general, my specialty is really just kind of going over some technical analysis. If there's a stock or anything you would like me to take a look at, feel free to chime in the chat and we'll do so. Yeah, go to stonks.com to see if you won. You'll get a notification if you did, or you could obviously just check your balance up here in the top right hand corner. It's always a clever way to do it as well. Optimization. Oh, that was fine. I think we were just all anticipating it all at once. So it worked out great. I thought that was good, Jason. It was a good lead in, kept everyone on their toes. That was good stuff. Check on the calendar to see the previous results. All right, let's see. Calendar. Where is the calendar? As everyone else, you know, I am also familiarizing myself with the website. Calendar. I swear I saw the calendar when I was in the previous one. Let me go back to the main page here. There it is, calendar. I was like, I know I saw it. All right, previous game. Here we go. So here, Market Ball 76. Check out that memory right there. I swear I was like, well, I know that's the same name. How it would have been interesting if it was a different Market Boss, but no, it was Market Boss 76, pulling in a first place for two. Oh, look at me clicking off. I was reading the wrong thing there. $125.50 and then came in 10th place. I guess I can't click there. When I click it, pulls this up. Congrats to Market Boss. That's two solid guesses in a row. All right, endless clicking. There we go. I like it. I like it. If someone has strong conviction on the same price, it's up to them. It's very true. It was a very good 4th and 5th. Can't complain about that. The show my bids only is not working for me. Let's see. It might be still updating. Well, not there, but let's see. See winners, your bids only. Oh, well, it's probably not working for you because you might not have been in the results. So if your prediction was outside of the results that won, they might not actually be in there. So if you're looking to see, because it might only show all the winners. Let's see how far it'll let us scroll here. Hopefully, yeah, I think you can hear my mouse wheel. Sorry about that. Do you guys have any questions that I could possibly answer? I could just go into, trust me, I can get lost in some technical analysis. I can see my name, I'm not a winner. Oh, okay, interesting. But not when I click show my bids. Okay. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it only shows so many inside there. Yeah, because if you keep scrolling, yeah, it looks like all the predictions are here. I'm assuming it's going to go all the way to 1934. Let's see if we can find mine real quick while we're down here. My delta was quite off both ways, because I think my other guess, I did take my second guess. It was like $61,616.61. Let's see, 55,000. Are we to the 61,000? Oh, yep, 61. Oh yeah, we're all the way down here. We might be in last place. We might be the last place on both. Let's see. I'm just gonna go to the end because I still don't. Oh, there. Here's the 5s. Here we go. Oh, there I am. Look at that. I wasn't last place, but we were close. Someone had the same idea. A bunch of people had the same idea. Look at that. Weezu. I befriend Weezu, Mogul, and Plavlisky. I friend you guys. Nicholas Ryan. I don't friend you. You didn't finish. How are you gonna do 55,555 and not put the 55 cents on there? Maybe he knew we were gonna do that and he was trying to outsmart us. You know, $1 playing Price is Right. $1. But then my other one is going to be down here too, which is even further away. The 60. Oh no, because I see 70,000, so it missed me somewhere. Did I scroll too fast? Pretty sure I did both. Oh yeah, I see 62,000, 61. Where was that? 61.9. So it should be coming up here. There it is. Okay. So we just scrolled too fast. We didn't see the yellow stripe. So if you're scrolling down, you just got to scroll down. It might not be in the C winners, but it is there. All the bids are there. Let me scroll all the way to the bottom real quick just so you can see. 1934 and 1934. There you go. Oh, could you imagine if he was right? 705,269,000. That would have been. I don't know how that would have worked, but that would have been crazy. You just missed it. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, so, you know, Bitcoin, it's a weird one to me. It's definitely there's a 0th place. You can't see that. Is that where I should have been? In 0th place. But yeah, the whole Bitcoin thing, man, wild, wild west to me. I've always said it since the very beginning, but I will tell you, way back in the day, around, let's see, 2000, I think it was 14. Yeah, it was like somewhere in here. I actually, no, it couldn't have been because the price was too high then. It was somewhere over here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It was somewhere over in here. So yeah, maybe 11 or 12. It was like Bitcoin was brand new and we were at a LAN party. And one of my buddies, as a prize to win the overall LAN, was 1,000 Bitcoin. And I'm talking, they were fractions of a penny at the time. And guess who won? Guess who won that LAN party? Yours truly. Guess who had those things sitting in a wallet and have no idea? Before I even knew that they were a thing, like how many years later, I didn't even remember the name of the wallet that they were in, let alone where they could be. Tamimi, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, I'm live over on Stonks if you want. I am live over on YouTube as well, but Stonks is where everything's happening at the moment. Is DCA a good strategy, and how do you protect yourself from blowing up with tight rules? So Fred, that was actually what we talked a lot about today. So everyone knows that if you DCA into a position, no matter, by the way, DCA is dollar cost averaging for anybody that's wondering. So dollar cost averaging, the way that you save yourself is you find that key amount that if you get down enough, you just know that there's probably not going to be a good recovery. So you have to be able to take a loss. It's really what DCA comes down to is risk management. You're going to have a high win rate strat and it's going to work a lot of the times, but the couple times that it doesn't, you have to save yourself from just blowing up essentially. Hey, what's up, Rayu? How you doing? Yeah, it might be just for today. We'll be back to normal broadcasting schedule come Monday. Trader Pads, all right, I'm out. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. And be sure to hit the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. But yeah, as far as Bitcoin and where we're going, if anyone is curious, what's up, Think with Bookmap? Are you the one that was hosting the Bookmap channel? You are. What's going on, man? I had to go check real quick. I used to use Bookmap back in the day. That's kind of a tongue twister, and it's really cool. I used to say it was one of the best things I've ever seen because it's essentially level 4, right? Do they still call it level 4? Where you basically get a level 2 and level 3 for that matter visualized on a chart. It's really cool. The fact that you can just see the orders happening in the bubbles, and it's just like you can see the impact of the orders based on how big the bubbles are. And then you just see the heat map of where all the big orders are sitting. It's a little hard to follow when you're trading like futures or big things like the SPY or even Bitcoin for that matter, because when you're looking at it, this is my personal opinion, but you have so many algos trading that they're just moving that heat map like it's nothing. But it still does show you some like really key levels. Cause like if I remember if there was a big area on the heat map and it just stayed there, no matter if the algos got close to it or didn't, like if it just stayed there in that level, that was a key level. That was definitely a level that you wanted to pay attention to. But for anyone that is still here, I probably should have kind of introduced myself. We were kind of caught up in the hype of doing the giveaway for the Bitcoin there. But my name is Tim. A lot of people just call me Volatility or Vesh. Vesh is kind of my nickname that a lot of people know me by. I started trading back in 2018. I traded stocks, and I primarily traded stocks until literally the beginning of this year. The end of last year. I started to switch over to futures to give all the hype into the futures prop firms propaganda that was going on, and I've longed into it and I like it, and I've started to kind of dabble in that for a bit. But I do still trade options a little bit. I just have a Robinhood account that I mess with. I started this account at the beginning of the year with $25,000, and it's been up to, let's see, I can show you. That's one thing about me versus a lot of the people you see online. I am a very transparent person. You ask about something, I will show you. But as you can see, this started right at the end of last year, and we've had it all the way up to when we were at the highs there around 29,000, a little over 29,000. But as you can see, as we kind of dipped down, we did come down a little bit from there, but just gradually growing. And this is selling options. I do not buy options. The only options I buy, which you can see over here, are leap options, just so that I can sell covered calls on those longer term positions. I am not looking to, you know, go get rich overnight. It's more of a long process, and just looking to, you know, just have a little side action there. Cause like I said, I'm focused day trading in futures, but I do trade or sell options on the side, just mainly as a long-term thing. I kind of set those and forget it as much as I can. Sometimes there's some days where I won't even look at this, but I do tend to look at it every day just to see how they're doing, especially on a day like today where I knew JD had their earnings. So I have all my positions down here. You can see JD had a pretty big day. So that was what kind of gave us all of our gains for today on there. But yeah, what happened with the low cost Bitcoins? The lost law? I don't know. What do you mean? The low cost Bitcoins? Can I look at UPS? Sure. I know a lot of stocks right now, especially the bigger cap stocks, all look very similar, where they've had this big drop off and they're starting to slowly recover. Oh, the LAN party Bitcoins. Yeah, they were lost. I searched for, so I hadn't talked to that guy since that LAN party. Like, I mean, he was a buddy of a buddy of a buddy kind of thing. And he was just like, hey, I got these cool new Bitcoins. And he like swore by him. He's probably rich somewhere. I'm sure he probably had a bunch of them. But yeah, he gave them away. I mean, what he gave me was like less than $1 worth at the time. It was like 1,000 of these things, and it was all worth less than $1. So I remember he put them in a wallet for me, showed me how it works, and I remember just forgetting about it that day. And I remember messaging him, like, I think when the first news I heard of Bitcoin, it was at like $80, and I'm like, holy crap, 1,000 times 80, you know, do the math in your head. And I was like, you know, I need to find these Bitcoins. He couldn't remember the wallet, because at that time there was so many different types of wallets that you could, and you know, he couldn't remember, and he knows where they went. Well, he made me put a password on I remember like how, because when we signed up, he like would turn around, he let me put a password in, like all that stuff, so he wouldn't have access to them. But yeah, he even said, he was like, dude, that's a bummer. He was like, but trust me, he was like, you're not the only one that went through that. But that was back when it was only $80 when I was trying to find those Bitcoins. So it sucks that there wasn't a better way. I mean, imagine how many people did the exact same thing. You know, they were just messing around with them as fun tokens, essentially. I sound different? I got new friends and viewers? I don't think so. Have some water? You know I don't drink water. It's right here, buddy. Coke Zero all day. Ever since I sneezed, I can feel like something in the back of my throat. So maybe that's why I sound a little different. I don't know. So UPS, what's the question here? You want me to just kind of look at it? I don't even know why I have a line here. It was probably from looking to get in for some options. I was probably looking at maybe getting a cash secured put or something. Let's go out to the weekly here. It's a little bit easier to look at. I always like to get the all-time high in there just to see how far we are off of the all-time high. Pretty obvious line here. You can see it got touched a few times. Another one here. I love looking for obvious lines. It's your best friend, because the odds are those lines are going to get respected. It's that simple. So we could draw a couple different lines here. Go off the tip. I mean, it's not looking good, I'll tell you that, for UPS. But is it temporary? I don't know. But the reason I say it's not looking good is because you got more of a macro trend line to the downside, and then you got a more sharp trend line within that trend line. And then on top of that, you got this pretty key level. What was this? At 120 or 136 area that has been broken. And not only did it get broken, but it looks like it is trying to come up for the retest, it looks like. So maybe it retests that, but in order for this to even become bullish again, I would say you'd have to not only break this 135, 136 area, but you'd have to get through this trend line as well. So these would be the two key lines I'd be looking at right now on UPS. But as of right now, I would be bearish until those lines are broke. What's UPS historical PE value? I have no idea. I'm not really, I don't break companies down like that. I know they show that stuff down here and on Yahoo Finance, but I don't really pay attention to that stuff because that's all that stuff. You know, if you're looking like super long term, that stuff I think can really come into play. But if you're just looking for swing trades or even day trades for that matter, I don't think you really need to look into that. Anybody else have anything? If not, I'm probably going to slide out of here so that I can go eat some dinner with the family. It's Friday night, pizza night. Can't go wrong with pizza, even though I'm going to be eating a salad because I need to get back on track. I tend to fall off the wagon a little bit too quickly sometimes. I was doing really well with losing weight, and then one vacation, man, it's all it takes. One vacation. Zishan's about to find out. Nice try, no cigar. What's up, man? For My Fund of Futures, is it right that you have a minimum take profit of 10 points per trade on NQ? If so, can you take profit early? Can you take profit early if you see the price reversing selling without being denied? Cheers. So it's only 5 points or 20 ticks. So they're really just looking at that. But if it goes in your favor and it starts to come back against you and you take it off for like a couple ticks, like they're not going to count that against you. You're just managing a trade. Now, if you're getting in and out like very quickly underneath 5 points or 20 ticks, they're going to start taking notes on that. But as long as it happens every once in a while, it's not that big of a deal. They're not going to dock you for that. Guys hear this elevator music in the background? I didn't know. I'll have to talk to Jason or somebody else on the staff about the music that's allowed to be played. But I know YouTube has their own library and I didn't play off of there, so I found some copyright-free music of my own. But as you can tell, it's it's not the best. But all right, I appreciate y'all stopping in. Congrats to all the winners over on stonks.com. Again, I will be going live Monday morning, 9:20, 9:25 or so. And I hope to see you all there. Until then, I appreciate everybody. Don't forget that the follow button over on Stonks, subscribe over on YouTube, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. And if you have any questions, you can find me over on Discord or on Twitter. Those links, if you go to you'd have to go to my YouTube. I don't think I have them on Stonks under my profile. I might have set that up. But I can answer some questions there over the weekend, or I will see you guys on Monday. Until then, peace out.